Hello, D&B Live at AU4A.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
Yes. Well, our president said it was going to be America first, and he's doing everything he can to make it America first. And now of all times, it's definitely a priority to make our country and our people first. As I always say, we're the stage of the oxygen mask, and that's where we are today. Boris, we wanted to cover a lot of things today, and I can't wait to start talking to everybody about what's been going on.
Well, Diane, one thing, I've been thinking a lot about it. My personal take on this, yes, I know the whole thing was created to undermine and crush our economy and undermine our president. And I'm a strong believer of that, and that's what I thought of this virus. Now, I did not change my mind about it, but I see that the virus is actually a lot worse than I thought it was.
Yes.
I did not think that it was going to go to that extent and so many people are going to lose their lives.
I don't think anybody thought that
So
was.
whatever I was thinking, in my mind, I see that it's somebody very evil created this throughout the whole world to crush the economy, to crush the people all over the world.
Yes.
But this is what we got on our hands, and this is what we have to deal with today.
And unfortunately, Boris, today it was announced that we now are the epicenter of this crisis, and we have over 100,000 cases. We now have over 450 deaths in New York alone.
And what I heard, that we did not even reach a peak yet.
Yes.
So, with that said, we still have to live our lives, guys. Yes, it's a Friday night. What is it?
We're all home.
11 o'clock. And, usually some of us, are either with friends, movies, restaurants, doing something. But, if this is best for everybody to stay home and do what you can, please do it. If you need to go out to the store, use certain precaution. That's all I can say. Diane?
One thing that has me very worried, Boris, and this goes back to yesterday when we watched Tucker together and today, just knowing how unprepared, how ill-prepared our hospitals are, our first responders are for this. It just, honestly, it makes me sad. It makes me sad that a country as great as ours, our president came into power, and first he went full strength on the military and straightened the military up to the point where we have the strongest military in the world right now. And I totally believe he was going to do that with the hospitals next, if not soon thereafter. And
he'll do
this
it.
disease beat him to the punch.
He will
do it.
Because what we're going through here, it's a lot worse on the rest of the world. We're still the best country in the world,
Yes.
even with this going on. I love the song, by the way, by
Kenny Lee, the flag song, gives me chills.
Good choice.
And today, out of all days, I appreciate it more than ever. And I have to say, just the fact that you mentioned Kenny Lee. We've been talking to Kenny Lee at least once or twice a week. He's become a very, very good friend of ours and literally an angel in this time to so many with his voice and with his songs and dedication to help veterans and do so much for this country. And his partner, Debbie Collins. I cannot even tell you how blessed we are to have met these people and so many by doing this, by only trying to help our country.
That's right. One thing you mentioned about Tucker, did you know that medicine, hydrochloroquine, it actually costs $20 for a month's supply to cure this disease. And I think this is one of the reasons why the other side do not want to let this through.
It's too
Now
cheap.
they're telling us that
They can't make money on it, Boris.
Sure, but they're telling that it kills people.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it killed one person that drank out of his fish tank
Yeah.
that has this. Now, let me ask you this. Is Tylenol good for you, Diane?
Yes.
How
when
about
you're
if you
big-
take the whole bottle of Tylenol? I know this
don't
is the
think-
same analogy, kind of, and just to say they'll do anything to undermine our president, and they don't want good for American people.
I don't want to go into Diane mode. I don't
Yes,
want
please.
to.
It's Friday night. Let's have a good.
Yes, I don't want to
With a good
go into
spirit.
it because I myself get so worked up right now that it
Wow.
kills me. But I have to say,
Yes.
the other side, most of the Democratic Party, I cannot believe, and one of the people that I want to bring up today is, not to make her famous again, even more than she is, AOC, who is right now the most bothered by the stimulus bill because it does not include illegal immigrants.
Did you see her jumping up and
Jumping,
down with her
flipping
like
out
a
like an
3-year-old
ape.
tantrum?
Like an ape.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that, like a tantrum of it, but
I'm just disgusted.
I see where
I'm
you come
just
from.
disgusted, worse. I'm disgusted to the point where yesterday and this past week, what we've been doing, what you did yesterday, we actually did the AU4A challenge, and that's, for those of you that don't know, that's to help people get food, get supplies, whatever they need to help them out in this time of need. Me and Boris went shopping. We made grocery shopping. We added some more items to make sure that we give them to other people. We've also joined together and working together with the Helping God Association.
Helping Hand.
Helping Hand.
It's a great, amazing
Helping Hand
association.
organization.
Right?
In order to deliver over 1,200
Well, let me
people. Yes.
tell you, it's an organization that was made to feed people in need, and it just God made it. They just had this literally organized this organization literally a month before this crisis happened. So it's kind of like a God-given thing that it just happened. People actually bring big companies, corporations, I don't know where it comes from, brand new, good quality food, everything packaged, everything. They donate to the organization and they bring to people. They actually were giving it out every week now because people not allowed to go out. Actually, we united with them and we made deliveries. We delivered to 1,240 apartments. We did 4 buildings, which has about 400 apartments in each building. It was myself with a lot of people from organizations, some of my friends. It's amazing how people came together. Some
Now,
of
what I
the
wanna
people
talk- yeah.
were actually retired people, but they still have a little,
What I
strength in
wanted
them.
to talk to you about, Boris, and I'm sure you're gonna agree with me. Most of these people are legal immigrants.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And most of them
And
are
they're
from
there,
Russia.
and they are there to help because they know
I
how
have
bad
to
it
say,
can be.
I have to say, not one of those people got paid a penny to
No.
do this. Every single one of those people spent the whole day
I'll tell you more than that.
risking their health. But not only that, they paid for their own gas.
Yes.
They got transportation.
Food, whatever we needed
Whatever
to
was
eat fast
needed,
food, yeah.
they literally
I'll
donated
tell you
in
this
every
much,
single way.
that some of the people, when we were leaving, there was some bags left over and somebody like, you want to take it home? Said, no, I'd rather give it to somebody. They just there to help. And you know what? This is what's so beautiful about this country. That people actually in time of need, if time of the essence, they come together to help others.
And this is
You know,
something
and there
we-
was people then, there were people from the age of probably 18 to probably 68,
And we don't even realize
69,
how m-
all different age groups. Everybody worked together, everybody had fun doing this, everybody inspired one another, and at the end of the day, everybody went back knowing that they helped
They
people.
did something good.
You should have seen those elderly people when they were opening their doors, like, what's that? Is that for me? People had only tears in their eyes. You know what? It's such a rewarding thing to do. And like you said, it's amazing, it's a challenge. If guys, you can do something, anything,
For
do
anyone.
it. Please post it. We need to inspire people. We need to do more things like this. Yes, you do have to be careful. You don't have to put yourself in danger. Wear protection, wear some masks. Don't do anything crazy. But if you have ability, if you can, this is when we'll need to unite.
Yes. Unfortunately, we can't all concentrate on the power players, and we all talk about Pelosi and Schumer's and AOC. We constantly bring them up. We constantly talk about how, but we don't talk enough about how many people we know that are doing good things. And I want to start this, Boris, by our president. Everybody that knows me knows this is my second love after my husband. And this is a man that I truly believe he's brought to us by God. And he has inspired so many people. And what you did, Boris, is just part of what we do, part of what he inspired us to do. We never thought of doing things like this.
It's what we did. It's never me, it's us. Because we are working together.
What
by
I'm saying
myself,
is,
I can't
we
do
were
nothing.
inspired
I can't
by this
achieve it.
man that we don't even know we have never met. I've spoken to people that risked their lives, went to the border. Debbie Collins. The things that this woman told me, she literally risked her life by going to protect our borders. The stories you hear, unfortunately, these are the stories we need to know. These are the stories we need to hear, but we don't. And one of these days, Boris and Kenny are going to figure out how to go live together.
God willing, we'll figure it out.
As you guys promised
We're
us.
not IT guys. We're not,
Okay.
but
If somebody out there knows, help us. But we will bring Kenny and Boris on, and we will have a lot of people join us online telling us about the stories of how they tried to help and what they did to donate their time, skills, money, or whatever they did. Right now, we are in a desperate situation where today we found out that hospitals are in shortage of supplies. People in New York, nurses, are in shortage of
they're
supplies.
wearing trash bags
They're wearing
over
trash
their
bags
overalls.
instead of gowns. Respirators were delivered that Governor Cuomo
He was
spoke
screaming.
about.
He has no.
Screaming, he has no
2 days ago.
ventilators. Yeah.
2 days
Our
ago.
president had delivered ventilators.
4,000
for
ventilators.
over 4,400,
Whatever.
4,400, I believe,
Whatever.
worth. After all,
They were sitting. Yeah.
we come to realize, or we come to find out, after that was mentioned on the news, they realized they were sitting in a storage facility.
Right. And he said, well, yeah, we need them in the storage facility just in case when we'll need them.
So there again, I was one of the people that was praising Governor Cuomo for finally coming
Right.
to step up and work with our president for our people. And again, disappoint me.
It happened for maybe a little under 3 minutes. 4 days ago.
Not corner.
That's usually cigarettes. You wanna light up another cigarette? Anyway, guys, we are very glad you'll be fine. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I need to sneeze.
God bless. God bless you. Anyway,
That's the way I cough and sneeze, so now that I got the sneezing out, I'm gonna
Okay.
be fine.
don't worry me. I'll be fine. You know what? It's a great thing that actually, I think we do have to, instead of being so serious, we should right now take things a little lightly and add some humor into our life. And not only, I know there's so much bad around, but let's focus on good things. Let's focus on something good that can happen, good that we can do together. Because I know this is going to pass soon. I mean, not in a day or two, obviously, but it will. Time goes by so fast. And everything will come back. Our economy, we can't wait to go back to work. Can you imagine? Our kids won't wait to go back to school because they're sick of being home. Can you believe that?
Yes.
This will happen, guys. Very soon.
Unfortunately, it took this to happen.
Oh?
But, with that said, there's a lot of good things that are happening. A lot of people are finding they have new skills. A lot of memes are being posted that are hilarious.
That's right. I'm enjoying that.
And again, I'm going to go back to the unfortunate part. Our president's still being beat up. No matter what he says, it seems to be the wrong thing
I
to
just
say or
hope
the
that
wrong way
he's
to
not
say
gonna
it.
sell. You know what? by the end of the term, he said, you know what, guys, enough abusing me. I've tried to do it good, nobody gets it. Let me go enjoy my life. I'm kidding, he's not gonna do it. But you know what? Somebody else in his case probably would have done it. Said, guys, I'm working for free here, losing money, trying to help you. What are you doing to me?
What upsets me worse is today we had 15 minutes break to actually eat.
Okay.
So we put the 5 on. And it really, honestly, I don't know if anyone thinks this way, or is it because me and everything we're doing, it kind of gets to me, but you have the 5. You have 5 people sitting there, and they're laughing, and they're having a great time. Not that they shouldn't. I mean, they should. And I'm thinking, there's so much poverty right now, there's so much homelessness right now, that's actually feeding into this virus. Meanwhile, we have all these people that are still making money. Unfortunately, not everybody is. Our Hollywood people that are literally playing videos on a daily basis telling us not to come out of the house and not to work and to stay home, not get anybody sick. And there's all this money in the world. And I just can't understand for the life of me why, at this point, everybody doesn't just join and start doing something. When people are able to help physically, people join in the same groups and help financially.
Keep it under 10.
And these people who are really scared to come out of their house and can't afford to stay in their houses and have the money, donate. Donate to organizations like Helping Hand, like to Americans Unite for America, like to We're All Trumped Up Tour, where that's going to help the veterans, like the World Art Organization that's doing something amazingly big
for
veterans also, and other organizations. We're all trying to do our best. Physically, we're putting everything into it. A lot of us are putting every single penny, and even some going into debt by doing this. I really wish people that aren't doing much, whatever you can afford, donate $5, donate $1, donate $10, donate $1,000, donate $2,000 if you have the ability to do that. And you see how much organizations like this are doing. Donate to people like us, because we will do this, but we will do more. We will have the ability to do more.
Dan, I'm laughing.
We fed 1,200 homes yesterday.
We helped. We did not feed.
Yes.
We helped to feed. Yes.
Can you imagine if we had the funds? How many more we could do?
Let me just say, it's funny you mentioned that after I posted some of the pictures that, how happy people were where we delivered. Somebody commented on the text, said, this is great, you should do this and this. You know what? It's great. You know what I answered? I said, I love your idea, but enough giving me advices. Why don't you try to do something? And then, because people, they're very good.
To say,
not everybody, but people are very good at advising and telling how things should be done.
Well, it's just like I always say, Boris, when they tell us, you should get this one out of the house. You have to fire Nancy Pelosi. I don't want to do nothing to help that happen, but you have to do this.
Diane, it's Friday night.
Yeah, I'm not going to today. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, it's Friday night. So, you know what? There's a lot of people. Everybody has good advice or good
well, Boris, what do you say? What do you usually say? And I'm going to be...
You know what I say?
I'm going to be really, really blunt right now because... Boris...
Coronavirus, be careful, don't touch my face.
Boris usually says this. And I hope they don't.
I'll tell you what I say.
Opinions are like assholes.
No.
Everybody has one.
No,
please,
you
keep
know what
your
I say?
opinions to yourself. If you have an opinion that you would like
Diane,
to help us
Friday
with,
night.
We would love to
It's
work
Friday
it with
night.
you.
It's Friday night. You know what usually you and me, I know you and me say,
Lead
what
by
do
example.
we need to do? Where needs help? Guys, what can I do? When somebody calls us and starts to say something, we say, what can we do? That's the first thing I ask. And then if I can do it, I am. If I cannot, I try to come up with some kind of strategy or something, get somebody else involved to make sure it happens. That's all. I don't give advices. I said, what can I do?
Advice, baby.
And that too.
My Russian.
And that, by the way, my Russian is better than, I'm sorry, my English is better than your Russian.
Well, let's not tell everybody.
Okay, guys.
Although
so
I
it's
am
Friday
fluent in
night.
Russian.
Yes,
But
sir.
I would like to end today with
Please.
saying our deepest condolences to the Zamparelli family. Frank has been one of our leaders. He was our leader since
Early
beginning of our leadership group. Frank, we give our deepest condolences to you and your family. We're so sorry to hear you lost your mother, especially in this time, and you weren't even able to be with her. But as I told you in my note to you, God has another angel today, and she will live watching over you with God next to God. So please accept, you and your whole family accept our deepest condolences. And let's hear what our president has to say.
ISIS has spread like cancer. Another mess I inherited.
Well, it was
Back
ISIS.
then, he didn't even know about the coronavirus.
He took care of ISIS.
Yeah.
Now he has another mess to deal with.
But
He
he'll
dealt with
deal with
ISIS,
it too.
he'll take care of that.
He'll
too,
deal
right?
with it too, baby.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.